So let us discuss some of the disadvantages of DBMS. So first I would like to say the disadvantage is cost of staff training. So under cost of staff training, most of the DBMS are often complex systems. So the training for the users to use DBMS is required. So the organization has to invest a lot of amount for the training of staff to run the DBMS. This is one of the disadvantage which says cost of staff training. The next disadvantage is cost of hardware and software. So a processor with high speed of data processing and memory of large size is required to run the DBMS software. The next disadvantage is appointing technical staff. The trained technical persons such as database administrators, application programmers, etc. are required to handle the DBMS. So we will have to pay huge amounts of salaries to these persons. Therefore, the system cost also increases. DBMS users can be categorized into two. The first one is called as actors on the screen and the second one is workers behind the scene. Now let us discuss actors on the screen. Under actors on the screen, we have database administrators, database designers, end users, system analysts, and application programmers. Now let us understand each category of users in detail. So first one is database administrator. Database administrator is the person who is responsible for controlling and coordinating the DBMS. The next is database designers. Database designers are those who are responsible for identifying the data that has to be stored in the database. Next is the end users. So end users are the people whose jobs require access to the database for querying, updating, and generating reports. There are several categories of end users. First category is casual end users. They occasionally access the database, but they may need different information each time. The next category of end users are naive or parametric end users. So their main function is to constantly query and update the database using standard types of queries and updates called canned transactions. Example is reservation clerks for airlines. Next, we are having the sophisticated end users, who include engineers, scientists, business analysts, and others who thoroughly familiarize themselves with the facilities of the DBMS. Next, we can say that standalone users, who fall under the category of end users, maintain personal databases. Also, the fourth category, system analysts and application programmers. Application programmers are also called as software engineers, are those people who use database management system extensively. Now under the category of workers behind the scene, we have database management system designers and implementers, basically DBMS system designers and implementers, tool developers, operator and maintenance personnel. So DBMS designers and implementers are those persons who design and implement the DBMS modules. Tool developers. Tool developers include persons who design the software packages that facilitate database system design and which helps to improve the performance. Then we are having the operators and maintenance personnel. Those are the system administration personnel who are responsible for actual running and maintenance of the hardware and software environment for the database system. Now let us look at the roles and responsibilities of database administrator, abbreviated as DBA. So roles and responsibilities of DBA are installation, configuration and upgrading of Oracle server software. Evaluate Oracle's features. So means explore what are the features of Oracle. Establish and maintain backup of the database. Then take care of the database design and implementation. And lastly, maintain database security. Thank you. Let's continue the other topics in the next video.